Cellular phones. Should you be able to use them any darn time you feel like, no matter what? Really? Hello and welcome to another episode of Is This Going to Be on the Test? My name is Joe Burns. I am a professor, a PhD, and you can be too, for the low price of $9.99. 10 minutes of your time today. Easy. I'd like you to subscribe, ask questions, and do those things below. I want to talk to you about the cellular phone today, the smartphone. Interestingly enough, it is starting to become a problem in middle school, high school, and now in college. Let's talk about generations for a second. Let's get our terms correct. I was born in 1964, so I am the last year of the baby boom generation, so I guess I'm a baby boomer. For a while, and still today, I am teaching millennials, those that were born 1982 and past. Many millennials are starting to go into the workforce now. So I'm dealing with a new generation, which a lot of people refer to as Generation Z or iGen. And they have all these different, each generation has all these different qualifications and qualities and things like that. But I'm specifically interested in the cellular phone and what it's going to do in college. It would be so easy for me as a member of the baby boom generation to say, cellular phones are of the devil, like the water boy, but they're not for my Bobby. I don't think they're evil. Interestingly enough, the cellular phone has become part of the technology that the millennials and the iGen use all the time, to which we, professors, those who are baby boom and the next generation up, whatever in the world they are called, those that liked grunge in the 90s, it would be so easy for us to say, no cellular phones, period. Cellular phones are of the devil. But we really can't do that because we came to the phone. The phone wasn't around. We then got a phone. Millennials and moreover, iGen, the cellular phone has always been in their hand. It's like saying to me, the Gen X people, live without running water and plumbing and toilets. You think, no, that's stupid. Why would I do that? To the generation coming up where that phone has always been in their hand, it's basically the same thing. You say, get rid of the cell phone. This is their connection, because it is my opinion, and a lot of people back me up, that really for the first time, and it started with millennials, and it is in full force in iGen or Gen Z, whatever you want to call it, the cellular phone has made every existence two lives. You have, I guess, the real life, you would call it. That where you take in air, go to the bathroom, actually eat food. That life. And then you have your virtual life, which you go out of your way to maintain. This is the life where you're on Facebook, not usually. Facebook's the old person's network, but you're on Snapchat, you're on Instagram, you're on TikTok, you're on whatever the new thing is. Social media. And by the way, I just flat out like to apologize to the millennials and to iGen. You are the guinea pigs of social media. I know what you're thinking. Social media will be this forever. No, it won't. You are the guinea pigs. Those who are running social media are learning social media on your backs. Whatever you're doing, 10 years from now, you won't even recognize it. Technology is working in an exponential fashion. But back to the classroom, specifically about cell phones. I would love to look at my kids and say, no cell phones at all. And I could do it, but it would be unfair. It would be unfair for me to do it. So I am attempting to include cellular phones into my lessons, into my lectures, into my what have you. I haven't done it yet, but I may include them into my tests. I may include them into my projects. However, you as a cellular phone user, you as Gen Z, you as a millennial, notice I'm picking up my paper. I just want to make sure that I get all of this correct. What exactly are the rules? See, I say to my students, please take your cell phones and put them on vibrate or just set them aside for the test. And a lot of students literally can't do it. I don't do it anymore because no one's ever taken me up on it. I used to make a suggestion to people that I will give you an A. I don't do it anymore. I will give you an A in this class if you give me your cell phone and never use another one to the end of class. I would ask for their social media passwords and such, and if I saw it, they would fail. That one wasn't so much, but I also offered to people, I need you to take however many photographs you have on your phone, and I've had students that have had over 5,000 photographs, which to a baby boomer just blows me away. 5,000 photographs of what? You know, Neil Armstrong goes to the moon, he takes 6 photographs. I've had students take 6 selfies in class. But I've said to students, look, your 5,000 photographs, erase every one but for 10. I'll give you a B in the class. I have yet to have anyone take me up on it. A couple people said, well, let me go back them up. No, right then and there, get rid of all of them and take them off the cloud. No one has yet to do it. So, I get it. It's always been here. But should you be able to use it all the time? Okay? Again, as a professor, I can say, no, cell phones are of the devil. But here's the problem. The law is on my side about that. And it's gonna run into trouble real soon. Someone's gonna sue, someone's going to challenge this in court. What does the law say right now about cellular phones? Well, it says here a professor can set a cellular phone policy as long as it doesn't violate state or federal law. I am allowed to say to you, no cell phones in my class whatsoever, shut them off. I can say that to you. And if I put that on my syllabus and you sign that it's okay, you can't break it. Can a school restrict when I use my cell phone? Yes, they can, as long as the cell phone policy is in place and you agree to it. At the beginning of my classes, I have people sign a piece of paper that says I will abide by the syllabus. And by the way, this is from the ACLU. This is not just something I made up. This is the law. How can you do that? Because I set it up and you agreed to it. That's how I can do it. Can a school look through your phone? Nope, can't do that. That is an invasion of privacy. They will ask for your expressed permission, but if you don't give it, they can't do it. Can I ban cell phones in my room? No, I cannot ban cell phones, but I can tell you how to use them or not use them. If it's a policy in my syllabus and you have signed that you will agree with the policy either by signature, which is how I do it, or by digital check, you bet I can. Can a professor use a jamming device? No. It's actually a violation of federal law to use a jammer. Must you hand your phone over if asked? No, by law. You cannot be forced to hand it over. But in the classroom, I do have the ability to tell you when and how you can use it. If you do not like the policy of a professor, move to another section, ask to have it changed, or leave the school. This idea of cellular phones is gonna come to a head soon. It is my opinion that you, the student, should be able to take your cell phone and put it away and exist for an hour and 15 minutes without it. If you can't, you may have a cell phone addiction and you need to break that. Why? If you believe you're going to be able to go to a job and simply surf on your phone all day, it's not going to happen. I have said before, make school a dress rehearsal for life. Take your phone, put it away. Can you do it for an hour and 15 minutes? If you can't, look at yourself. I get it. You're Gen X, it's always been here. You're Gen Y, you're Gen Z, you're Millennial, it's always been here. Spend some time in this world, not the other world. Can you put it down for an hour and 15 minutes? Yeah. Okay, prove it. And that wraps it up. I'm Joe Burns, and that will be the end of this episode. Is this going to be on the test? The answer? Probably.